Good morning. Remember this? That's not good. Yeah, I think there's actually there's two leaks there. I don't know what's going on here, but water absolutely peeing out of everywhere. I must have burst pipe. This week we're going to be getting stuck into a 390T, so it's repairing the radiator, and when we opened her up and started to look into things, we realised there was a little bit more going on than we kind of hoped, so we had to do a little bit more work. So that's going to be this video, and probably the next video is work on the 390T, and over behind me is the 165 with no bonnet. I'll explain that probably later on in this video. Anyway, there you go. That's it for now. Let's get stuck into the video. Wait. What was the easiest soft rock I ever seen you listen there? I need to re-ratchet. Right, there we go. Radiator is out of the 390T, and yeah, so that's a good job. Looking at the bonnet here, very badly, you can see that, but it's very badly corroded there. See, it's all rusted. These two bits are all right, but this is very badly rusted. So, you see the corrosion on it there, that's rotted away there. Rotted away there as well. It's all rotted there. It's like razor blade sharp, that's what it should look like. So, can't be fixed, probably just snake that out there, snake that up there, and set a new piece in. Or the quickest solution, see if we can get one of these. But that is a radiator out of the NDT. What I'm going to do now is get the 168 out of the way, bring the 165 into there, and take the radiator out of it. Yeah, all fun. Better give him that then, yeah?
Yes.
Right.
See the hole though?
See the hole in it? No. See where it's been patched before? Well, I actually thought we fixed that last time, but we tested that radiator and it wasn't leaking.
No.
And now,
It is.
now it's leaking.
I'm no sure that it is leaking.
Right, so we just took it all out for what reason?
Well, we don't even know whether it's leaking or no. But there's damage on it there, you know, so
So just put a new core on it then?
well, can't we test it? It might be good enough, you know, I don't know.
What was the water leaking out then? So that's them cleaned. Just need to now record or measure the decals and the position of them. So when we put them back in the same place. Always a good time, but an expensive time when parts arrive. Our box on there. Awkward job this needs me. Master cylinders.
Aye. Brake master son.
Brake master cylinders. I had to get in there.
Commit.
You got it out.
There we are.
Is he leaking too?
No's bad, no. Maybe a bit dampish.
Not as bad as the other one.
Yeah.
With a bit of jiggery pokery and a bit of fiddling. 2 new master cylinders. Brake master cylinders on. That should hopefully stop the oil leaks. Or not oil leaks, brake fluid leaks I should say. Next little job I want to tackle is this here. Just give this a wee bit of a clean. And down here, give it also a bit of a clean. And then just give it a little bit of a paint with red or grey oxide, something like that. Just to stop it from rusting. I'm not going to start a whole refurb, but it'll just stop it from rusting. So that's the next job. Right, that's all the red panels off, ready to go for blasting and undercoating. Right, this pin in here, you can see it there, that boy this is causing the steering to slap around. So we have a new pin for it, just need to get this out, and it ain't budging with the sledgehammer. So we'll have to adopt a different way of getting that out.
Did you spray it back up?
Tap, is that wee hammer in there?
Yep.
Wee heavy hammer.
You alright?
Oh, I'm doing here and here.
Might be up to the
No, alright, yeah.
room.
6 inches, yep.
It just needs. Well, what you could do, you could hammer, you could cut that off and hammer.
Much is left on it there.
Well,
It's nearly out.
Aye,
Is it up against the top there?
it's up, going up through the top bit.
Is it up?
No, you've plenty of room here yet.
Oh, have you? Right.
Oh, you've another 4 or 5 inches there yet.
Hit that with your sledge, Kenny.
Oh, I'd rather your hand wasn't there.
Hands made of steel, be alright. Yep. 2 more shakes of a lamb's tail to be out. That's it. Great success. So that is the pin, a new pin, and that is the old pin. Had to weld threaded bar onto it, put nut and washer on, try and pull it out, and then it wouldn't move. So my father made this sort of, I don't know what you call it, a puller, I suppose, and we were able to hit it from the bottom, push the pin up, and that got the pin out. But look at the state of the steering pin. No wonder the steering was slapping around. That's the new pin, that's the old pin. There is the new pin in. Job done. What is that doing there? So all the panels went to sandblasting, apart from that one, because I obviously left it in the wrong place and Dad took them up. I forgot about that one, so I'll have to take that one up and drop it off. That was a monster job getting that pin out. It was seized. It also had a lip, and you saw the little clamp my father made there. Well, it's not little, but you saw the clamp that he made, or the puller that he made. So we're pulling it at one end, pushing it the other, and then we're actually hitting it with the sledge from underneath, and eventually it moved. It took a fair bit of effort to get that out of there. New steering pin is in now. That's that done. The master cylinders are in. So that's pretty much the tractor now. A few wee bits of rust to tidy up on the doors here. I'm just going to touch them up. Just stop them from rusting anymore. Not spraying or doing anything with that. The other bits are away for painting. They should be back hopefully next week. Undercoated, and then we'll get them sprayed and get them on. And I think that is the 390T. Oh, have to change the oil filters, that sort of thing. So I've changed oil and filters, and that's the 390T ready to rumble. I hope we fixed the leak. Yeah, the brake fluid leak was in there, leaking from there, so I hope that's fixed. If not, it's possibly still leaking in at the wheels. I have a kit for that. It's still leaking, I'll change that. If not, I'll just leave it alone. So yeah, there we go, taking shape. What I'm thinking is that I might not send that for blasting. I might just take that with the wire brush, as I think if he was to blast that, he'd blow holes in it, which is probably not a bad thing. And this thing is fragile enough at the bottom here. I'm thinking again, if I was to send that for sandblasting, it might just blow holes in it, so I might get the wee mechanical wire brush into that and get that cleaned up and paint it. And I might even clean up in there. Just touch that up in there just to stop that from rusting. But I ain't doing any silver, that is for sure. Although I'd love to, but I can't. Just don't have the time. We need her back. The silage season is around the corner. We bits at the door there need to clean up as well. These wee bits. See them there. And the other door is needing a little bit of surgery, but I'll have to do this time. You can see, look, where the rats have been at it. You see? But just leave it for now. That will give it another bit of a clean up, and that will be good enough with a bit of red oxide on it for now and a wee bit of black paint. It's an easy item to replace in the future should I need to replace it. Doesn't mean you have to pull the whole insides out of the tractor or anything. So that's that. Yeah, let's get this cleaned up and painted. There we go, that's the or the back side of it sprayed black. We'll leave it there to dry and then we'll flip it over and do the front side of it. A couple of coats and that'll be the job done. The next issue to tackle is these mudguards. I hate the way that they lean away over the front, unlike other tractors, like the 6290, where they just sit flush with the top center of the wheel. End of the mudguard, top center of the wheel. I don't know if I can maybe show you better this way. See now what I mean? I'll show you the 390T. 390T, they're way over, they lean away over. So I hate that, right? It looks like the front mudguard of a motorbike or, yeah, it's just, I just don't like it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loosen them off. Let's actually listen to them here. Slide them back and then cut off the bottom because they'll be too long at the bottom. So that's what we're going to do. Right, there's one done, so you can see I've set it right back, and yeah, that's much tighter, much better looking than this strange looking thing. So I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to set it back, drill the holes, and trim the bottom off. So I trimmed the bottom off the other one. It's a bit I took off, rounded it nicely. Now you've lost this little reinforcement bit at the bottom, but yeah, the mud guards, those mud guards are just too big for that, those wheels. So that's much tidier looking, much better looking. These are the aftermarket mud guards, brackets, mud guards, and they're not just the same as the real thing. We had some bit of jiggery pokery to get that to work, to fit in there, because they don't fit straight in when we did this originally about a year ago. Had to drill it out for the grease nipple, was one thing we had to do. These are just, they're just not the same as the real McCoy. Do the job, but I think if I was doing it again, I would get a couple of Massey brackets from your local scrapper and use those, like same as what I did for the 6265. Speaking of the 6265, so just so I can show you, these are proper Massey brackets. I got these from a scrapyard where the tractor had been went on fire, and got these. These were all burnt, the plastic was all burnt, but as you know, metal doesn't burn, and I was able to clean them up and paint them and put them on, but they're a far better job. They come with the right kind of holes in them. Now there was a bit of jiggery pokery with those for some reason on that tractor, but if you have proper Massey brackets, much easier. Right, there we go. That's the other mud guard done then. Much tidier job, I think. Yeah. So, that's okay. Forgot to snig these little ends off, so I'll do that now, and that'll be the end of the mud guards. Back in its perch, and I'll just let it dry off and then give it a little bit of a dust stop and maybe just touch up these little bits here. That's the plan. We have a little bit of plastic sheeting on and some duct tape, ready for a little bit of undercoating just of the nose cone. I'm not going to do really anything more. We touch up the side of the doors there as well. I've already started that, but yeah, that is going to be it. So just a nose cone, and that's it. Right, there we go. There's a little bit of undercoat on. Now, I don't think I'll be getting a job anytime soon with any professional painters, but a little bit of undercoat on makes a difference, and then when it dries, we'll get a little bit of the silver mist on, and that'll be that. Also touched up a little bit of the door there on that side, so yeah, that's hopefully keep the rust at bay for a little while longer. If you're wondering what I'm using, just using this, doesn't matter, but Hammerite's metal smooth silver is, to me anyway, almost identical to Massey Ferguson silver mist, and this for me is much easier to work with than the silver mist. I always find when I spray the silver mist, it runs and it there's like black streaks come in it. I just find it difficult. Even my father, who is way better of an expert at spraying than I'll ever be, finds it difficult. And Hammerites, doesn't have to be in the aerosol, it can just be in the tin. Their paint is easier to spray on than the silver mist. And that's a little tip I got from a guy who sprays a lot of Massey tractors here. And yeah, that was his tip. So if you're spraying Massey's and you're finding it difficult with the Massey's silver mist, Hammerite's smooth silver is practically the same colour and much easier to operate. So there you go. Right, there we go. That is the nose cone. I keep calling it the nose cone. It's not an airplane, but anyway. The nose of the 390T sprayed silver. And I touched up the door. As you can see, I touched up the other door. Came up okay, actually. Yeah, it's not going to win any awards for painting, but it's not meant to. It's just preserving it. It's just keeping the rust at bay until such time as I can maybe get this tractor stripped down and give it a full refurb. If that ever happens, I don't know. But for now, we're just keeping the rust at bay. And that's the only way I know, is to grind it out or wire brush it out, undercoat it, and paint it. So that's that. The black grill is also done. You'd have seen that done. Flipped it over and sprayed it. So we'll let all the paint harden and set, and then we'll be able to start putting it back together. The panels are still away being sandblasted, so they'll be back shortly, and then we'll get those sprayed. We'll see that in a minute, or maybe later, whatever. And works are progressing. So there you go. There we go. That is the front weight frame. Tidied up a little bit. Didn't go crazy with that. As I said before, it's not a full refurb. It's not even any refurb. It's just a maintenance. I mean, this could do with being painted in here, but I'm not starting all that, because then you're into the axles, you're into the engine. Where do you stop? Anyway, holding repairs. So there we go. That's that. I think once that dries, we will then get in and get the oils out and get the whole tractor serviced. That is the next plan. Right, there we go. Front grille and badge on the 390T. Now, one of my lights I've just noticed is got water in it. I might change that actually. I don't know which one it is. So probably change that, but yeah, that looks pretty good actually. Okay, there we go. Oh, mess of me. That is it for the 390T works for today. Yeah, we got done what we got done. I have no idea which part of the video this is, because I think there's going to be a few videos on this. So that's what we've done for today. See you next week. Take care. Bye bye. So thought all the works was finished, and then discovered this. Not what you want to see after fitting a radiator. Okay, so annoyingly, 165 radiator is back out again.